What if that feeling that you have, like you're a fraud, you're fake, you don't belong here, you don't deserve this, the imposter syndrome that you feel, what if we could take that and change it to where it's used to your advantage instead of a negative thing? That's exactly what I'm going to show you how to do today. If we haven't met yet, my name's Alisia Krastel, and if you are all into growing your business, building your brand, and having an amazing net life, make sure you hit the subscribe button, because then you'll get alerted, and the little bell, you'll get alerted to when videos drop that can help you do just that. By the end of this video, you're going to have 6 ways that you can enlist your brain and the whole imposter syndrome to where it can actually be a friend and an advocate for you instead of an enemy. They're the same 6 steps that have helped me and the agents that I coach many, many times. Number 1 is the awareness that you're not alone. Many people have this. Actually, 70% of the population has this or gets this from time to time. And famous people, Maya Angelou, Jennifer Lopez, crazy famous people. And I also want you to know that people like you and I have this. 7 out of 10 people that you see walking around have imposter syndrome. Give yourself some kudos, because it only happens if you've succeeded at something or had some success, or maybe got yourself in a room where you look around, you're like, how did I get with all of these people? Give yourself a huge congratulations, because it'll only happen when you've done something awesome. Number 2 is don't ignore it. Acknowledge it and don't shame it. You might get the urge to push it down like a beach ball, to say, oh, this is stupid that I even feel like this, or why am I doing this to myself? This is dumb that I feel like this. But that's like pushing a giant beach ball down under the water, waiting for it to burst up. Instead, we're going to do this, which is number 3. Understand why it's happening. Your brain is trying to protect you. It wants you to be nice and cozy and comfortable. It doesn't want you to experience any pain or an experience of failure in the future. It's trying to protect you. It doesn't want you to try to go and have further success, because if you fail, that'll hurt. And its main thing is to avoid pain for you. The brain does not love when you're doing something challenging. Just like your body when you're working out, when you first start to work out and your muscles get sore, your body's like, wait a minute, what's going on here? But you know in the end it's good for you. It's very similar. You know you're developing muscles, and you're developing your muscle and programming your brain. What we're not going to do is we're not going to stop working out, and we sure as hell are not going to go play small for anybody. Number 4 is flip the script. Think of it as like reprogramming your brain. You know how your brain's kind of playing this trick on you to try to stop you from succeeding? Well, we're going to go and say, hey, imposter syndrome, I see you. I see what you're doing. I appreciate you. You've got this. We've got this. And let me show you why. Part of your script is that you're going to provide a prepared response, something that you're deciding right now that next time this kicks in, what you're going to say, do, and show the imposter syndrome to get it on your team. You're going to provide evidence that shows why you're the badass that you actually are. Is this helping change your perspective around imposter syndrome at all? If so, make sure you type the word change below so I know in the comments. Number 5 is having a hype box. This is going to be full of your proof to your brain that you did not get there by luck or chance or just some random occurrence, that you actually earned your way there. You want to have things that are as specific and concrete as possible, things that are written, testimonials, even your own things. And I'll share an example here where you write down what your value is, what you did, and specific ways that you made that happen, because your brain can't argue with fact. After you've gone through 1 through 4, you're going to do number 5 and break open that hype box. You're going to read them, and you're going to start shining a light on the people that you've helped and the things that you've helped accomplish instead of inward at yourself. If you've helped a buyer negotiate a seller contribution that's very rare in a crazy hot market, you write that specific down, and your brain might say, well, another agent could have done that. Someone else could have done that. Focus on what you've done and those people. Are they happy? Is that a result that you created? It doesn't matter what anyone else has done. This is about you. Really go through those pieces and let yourself read them and go through and celebrate what you've done for other people, what you have accomplished yourself. These can be things that you wrote. And then I would take a few people who have done this for you and wrote testimonials or encouragement and write something to them in gratitude, or send them a note or a text and say, hey, I was having a rough day and I read your note. It made such a difference. By you switching your energy to them, it could change this whole cycle for you. By the time you get to number 6, if you're still feeling a little wonky, ask yourself this question. Why not me? Try to answer that. Why not you? Why shouldn't it be you? I challenge you to see if you can come up with any reasons that it shouldn't be you. And the bonus tip is when all else fails and nothing in this has worked yet, you stand up and then you have a dance party with whatever your favorite music is and you just jam out and start at one again. This is actually for real because I learned it at a Tony Robbins event that if you can switch your mind to a place where you are happy and physically do something that makes you happy, you cannot have that state of imposter syndrome, or you can't have a state of anger or frustration while you're in that state of physical happiness. So if you like to run or dance or jump up and down, whatever it is, hug, it'll change your perspective and your mindset. If you're pumped up now and you know that you deserve to be where you are, make sure you check out the branding video so you can have other people know about you. Make sure you thank your imposter syndrome because it is acknowledgement that you are doing a success, and also make sure you hit the subscribe button and hit the bell so we can talk about this again sometime. See ya!